Welcome to the webinar on transcribing technical material using Swift and Duxbury. In this webinar, we will look at how to install and set up Swift 5.7 and its toolbars. We will look at formatting text using BANA template in Microsoft Word, inserting math symbols and equations in Microsoft Word, inserting math codes for technical transcription in Duxbury 14.1. Let's look at what is Swift and how can we get it. Swift stands for Send Word File Immediately for Translation. Swift is an application which works within Word. Using Swift, you can send the current Word document to Duxbury without having to manually start Duxbury to load the document. Swift is a free product. Duxbury 12.2 or later version comes with Swift. You need a copy of Duxbury and Microsoft Word to use Swift. You can also download the file from duxburysystems.com if you had not installed it with Duxbury. Locate the Swift installation file on your system and double-click on it to begin the installation, which will initially display a welcome dialog. Click Next to continue on this window. You will now be presented with a dialog concerning the end user license agreement. You must accept this in order to proceed by activating the I agree button, then clicking the next button. You are now ready to proceed with the installation. Swift will normally be installed within your own user account. In the Select Installation folder, click Next to install. To install to a different folder, click Browse. On the Confirm Installation window, click Next to start the installation. The progress bar will be displayed as Swift installs. When the installation is complete, Installation Complete window will open up. You may then click the Close button. After you have installed Swift, when you open Microsoft Word, you should now find an additional Braille ribbon on the toolbar as shown here. When you click on the Braille ribbon, you will find Tools toolbar, which has Setup and Help option. Click on Setup. In the Swift option window, User Type gives the option for formatting. Under the User Type, click on the radio button in front of BANA. We follow BANA guidelines for formatting a Braille document. BANA is Braille Authority of North America. After selecting all your options, click on OK. When you click on Version Information tab, it displays the version of Swift, Office, Windows, and .NET on your computer. Let's look at all the ribbons under Braille toolbar. Braille toolbar has 3 ribbons: Document, Output, and Tools. In Document toolbar, click on Choose Template. These templates contain word styles which, when applied to the text in the document, result in a very specific layout in Braille. When you click on Choose Template, you get 4 options: BANA eBay, BANA eBay Nemeth, BANA UEB, and BANA UEB with Nemeth. These options only appear if BANA or all control is selected while setting up Swift. eBay is the old code which we no longer use in North America. Select BANA UEB template. This template has styles and formatting according to the BANA guidelines.
This template is powerful enough that many users can do all their work in Microsoft Word before using Duxbury for translation and embossing. Microsoft Word should be installed before Duxbury. Without Word, Duxbury cannot place the BANA template into the correct folder. A pop-up message when DBT is first started is the step that installs the BANA template. You need to answer yes to, would you like to install the BANA template? If the BANA template was not installed, you may either reinstall Duxbury or copy the BANA Braille 2017 file into your Word templates folder. A backup copy of the template can be found in the DBT templates folder. This is BANA UEB template. BANA UEB has 5 ribbons under it: paragraph style, UEB, page number, character, and language. Paragraph style is a large group. Each of the menus in the paragraph styles group is presented in its own section. The definition for each body style is given in terms of the basic left margin and runover position, with additions as required. Body text will format text in cell 3 with runover in 1. Left flush will format text in cell 1 with runover in 1. Quote will format text in cell 3 with runover in 1 with the blank line before and after. Right flush will format text to the right margin. Contents menu. This menu contains styles used on table of contents page. Centered style can be used for centered heading, such as unit or part that don't have a TOC entry page number. Centered with guide dots, use this style when a unit or part heading includes an entry page number. TOC 1 to TOC 6. Applying these styles to TOC entries create a nested list format, and Duxbury automatically adjusts the runover. Quotes for first and last line. These quotes keep text from appearing on the first and last lines of the Braille page. Once the table of content is completed, it is necessary to insert the resume text on first line and resume text on last line. So text will appear on the first and last lines again. Exercise menu formats text according to the BANA formats guideline. Direction style will left justify text to cell 5. Directions following a running head or print page indicator are preceded by a blank line. Subsequent paragraphs are indented 2 cells, that is in cell 7.5. Exercise 1 to exercise 6 style creates the nested list format, and Duxbury automatically adjusts the runover. Glossary menu has its own sets of styles. Alphabetic division style will let at least one line of text appear with the alphabetic division at the bottom of a Braille page. Glossary 1 to Glossary 4 style will do nested list format. Next is discontinue guide word style. Heading menu. Centered style will center the text. Centered full line width, no blank lines, no protection is used on title pages. Heading 1 style will center the text with a blank line before and after the heading. Heading 2 style will left justify text to cell 5 with the blank line before it. Heading 3 style will left justify text to cell 7 with the blank line before it. Duxbury suppresses the blank lines between heading 2 and heading 3. Running head style puts running head on every page. Index menu. Alphabetic division style will keep at least one line of text with the alphabetic division at the bottom of a braille page. Index 1 to Index 6 style will create the nested list format, and Duxbury will automatically adjust the runover. List menu has List 1 to List 6 style, which will create the nested list format, and Duxbury automatically adjusts the runover. Miscellaneous menu has styles for attribution, box begin, box double, box end, box top with color, captions, CBC display, cross-reference, TGK, and transcriber note. The Notes menu provides support for various types of footnotes and endnotes. Note separation line insert SimBraille dots 535353535 beginning in cell 1. Footnote style list note in cell 1 and run over in cell 3. Other items in this menu, note without reference mark, dagger, double dagger, and hollow dot. Numbered menu formats the line and its run over. For example, indent at 1 and run over in 3 when selected starts text in cell 1 and run over it in cell 3. Another menu under paragraph style is place. Prose play formats text in cell 1-3. Prose stage formats text in cell 7-7 with subsequent paragraphs automatically indented 2 cells in 9-7. Words play formats text in cell 1-5. Words play 2 formats text in cell 3-5. Words stage formats text in cell 7-7. Subsequent paragraphs are automatically indented 2 cells in 9-7. The next style encodes for first and last line. After the completion of the line numbered material, it is necessary to insert the resume text on first and last line codes to allow text to once again appear on those lines. Poetry menu. The nested list format is used for the poetry styles, and Duxbury automatically adjusts the runover. The next style is codes for first and last lines. After the completion of the line numbered material, it is necessary to insert resume note, resume text on first and last line codes to allow text to once again appear on those lines. Right margin 4 and right margin normal are included in this menu for convenience when the right margin needs to be adjusted for line numbering. Tables menu. Selecting the desired table type,
inserts the appropriate codes before the table. Make sure to end table after the completion of the table. Page setup menu. The items on this menu help provide the correct format for front matter pages. These pages setups are used when the Braille includes one or more of the various types of front matter, that is preliminary pages. Show Hide icon on the toolbar must be active to view the codes on the document. DBT Codes menu. These menu items help control specific translation situations. Many of the common codes have been placed on these menus for easy access. Because the codes may be intrusive for general editing and printing, they are added to the document as hidden text. To see the codes, it is necessary to work with non-printing formatting marks turned on by clicking Show Hide button. The codes appear in plum-colored text with a faint dotted underline. How or when you choose to see the DBT codes is personal preference, although it is suggested that they may be visible while codes are being inserted into the document. The hidden code and text cannot be deleted or modified if it is not visible. UEB style. UEB style group includes typeform, shapes, and symbols unique to UEB. Typeform style control italics, bold, underline, script, and the transcriber defined typeform indicator. Shapes menu provides SimBraille shape symbol such as shape indicator, shape terminator, and transcriber defined shape indicator. Symbols menu provides SimBraille transcriber defined print symbols. Page number style are used for entering print page number. Textbook reference page number style is used to enter the print page number. Shortcut key is Alt plus return. Embedded textbook reference page number is used for the print page number when the page break is in the middle of a paragraph. Shortcut key is Alt plus Control plus Shift plus T. Items under More style control other page number situations, such as combined page numbers. Discontinue textbook page number style is used to discontinue print page numbers if a section of a text does not have print page number. Under character group, IPA is International Phonetic Alphabet. Exact translation. Anything in this character style will appear in the SimBraille font. It will import and translate into Duxbury without making any changes. Shortcut key is Alt plus Control plus Shift plus E. TN embed style is used for enclosing transcriber's note symbol around the text in Duxbury. Guide dots. Duxbury inserts guide dots when this style is applied to the page numbers in a table of contents. Shortcut key is Alt plus Control plus Shift plus D. Guide word. Apply this style to glossary entry words, and Duxbury will insert the guide words on the last line of the Braille page. Shortcut key is Alt plus Control plus Shift plus W. Line numbers. In Word, apply to prose and poetry line numbers at the beginning of the line. Duxbury moves the line number to the right margin for Braille. Shortcut key is Alt plus Control plus Shift plus N. Uncontracted. Apply to any word or words that should be translated into uncontracted Braille. Shortcut key is Alt plus Control plus Shift plus U. Reset command ends the character style being entered and returns to the style of the enclosing paragraph. Shortcut key is Control plus space. There are 6 icons in the language group. Applying one of the language styles to a piece of text causes the text to be translated according to the rules for that language within an overall English context. For French, shortcut key is Alt plus Control plus Shift plus F. For German, shortcut key is Alt plus Control plus Shift plus G. For Italian, shortcut key is Alt plus Control plus Shift plus I. For Latin, shortcut key is Alt plus Control plus Shift plus L. For Spanish, shortcut key is Alt plus Shift plus S. For reset, shortcut key is Control plus space. In Output toolbar, there are 3 options: Open in DPT, Emboss Direct, and Print Braille. You need to save the Word file as a doc or docx file before selecting any of these output options. Open in DBT. It opens the Word file directly as DXP file, that is, Word file in print view. Translate this file in Duxbury and then emboss. Emboss Direct sends the file directly to embosser via Duxbury. Print Braille will send a Braille version of your Word document to your ink printer. Now, let's look at how to enter math expressions and equations in a Word document. Without using math type or scientific notebook, you can insert a math expression in a Word document. In Microsoft Word, click on Insert on the toolbar. Click on Equation under Symbols ribbon. Toolbar for inserting equations open up. Ribbons under Equation toolbar are Tools, Conversions, Symbols, and Structures. You can use items from symbol to write mathematical expressions and equations. From the drop-down arrow, you can access many more symbols for basic math, Greek letters, arrows, etc. I have not tested all the symbols if they are translated correctly in Braille in Duxbury, but most of the basic math symbols, Greek letters, arrows are translated correctly. It is important to proofread Braille in Duxbury. You can use items from the ribbon named Structures to write math expressions and equations. Remember to put space before the sign of comparison or wherever the space is needed within math equations or expressions. Save the document as a doc or docx file. Open the file in Duxbury and translate in Braille. In this sample, I used Equation toolbar in Microsoft Word to insert equations and expressions, and when it was translated in Duxbury, it came out fairly accurate. Proofreading in Duxbury is very important as it might not use grade 1 indicators correctly in all the situations. It might use grade 1 symbols in an expression instead of grade 1 word indicator. Let's look at how to add math equation in Duxbury. Document should be in print coded view. To view codes, press Alt and F3 or go to View on the toolbar and select Codes. In a print view in Duxbury, click on the Layout menu on the toolbar. Select Math Codes from the various options available. Click on the item you want to use to make the math equation or expression. Subscript, superscript, fraction, square root, index root, etc. can be used from this list. You can use shortcut keys to open these options. To enter a math symbol such as division sign, multiplication sign, etc., press F5 key on your keyboard or go to Layout menu on the toolbar and select Code List. From the Code List window, find the symbol you want, select it and click OK on the window. Another way of adding math symbol is by entering Unicode number. To enter Unicode, press Ctrl and left square bracket on your keyboard. This window opens up. Type the Unicode number for the symbol and then click OK. Enter 2212 for minus sign, 00D7 for multiplication sign. Unicode numbers can be found on the code list. In Duxbury, you can open a new print document or open a scanned Word document and insert math equations or expressions. To view codes, press Alt and F3 or go to View on the toolbar and select Codes. In this example, type 5, then go to Layout on the toolbar and select Math Codes. Select Power. You will see the codes PS and PE. The cursor is in between the codes. Type 3. Press right arrow key on your keyboard to come out of the code. Insert a space and type equal sign. Insert a space and type 5. In order to get multiplication sign, press F5 on your keyboard or go to Layout on the toolbar and select Code List. Code List window opens up. From the Code List window, find multiplication sign. Select it and click OK on the window. This will insert multiplication sign on the file. Copy and paste the multiplication sign or repeat the above process for another multiplication sign and type rest of the equation. Translate this in braille. Shortcut key to insert power or superscript is Alt plus L plus M plus W. By holding down the Alt key on your keyboard and pressing L and M and then W will insert the codes for superscript. To do this fraction, go to Layout on the toolbar and select Math Codes. Select Fraction. You will see the codes FS, FL, and FE. The cursor will be in between the codes FS and FL. Type 3x there. Press right arrow key on your keyboard so the cursor move in between the codes FL and FE. Type 10 there.
Press right arrow key on the keyboard to move the cursor out of the code. Translate it in braille. Dots 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 is general fraction open indicator. Dots 4, 6, 3, 4 is general fraction line. Dots 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is general fraction close indicator. Grade 1 symbol indicator is needed before the general fraction open indicator. Shortcut to do fraction is Alt plus L plus M plus F. Holding down the Alt key on your keyboard, press L and M and F to insert code for fraction. To do this square root, go to Layout on the toolbar and select Math Codes. Select square root. You will see the square root codes SQRTS and SQRTE. The cursor will be in between the codes. Type 125 there. Press right arrow key on the keyboard to move the cursor out of the code. Translate it in braille. Dots 146 is open radical indicator. Dots 346 is close radical indicator. Grade 1 symbol indicator before open radical indicator is needed. Shortcut to do square root is Alt plus L plus M plus Q. Holding down the Alt key on your keyboard, press L and M and Q. In print, the radical index, if present, is printed above and to the left of the radical sign. This index is placed in braille as a superscript expression immediately following the opening radical symbol. To do this index root, go to Layout on the toolbar and select Math Code. Select Indexed Root. You will see the codes IXRTS, IXRTD, and IXRTE. The cursor will be in between the codes IXRTS and IXRTD. Type 5 there. Press right arrow key on your keyboard so the cursor move in between the codes IXRTD and IXRTE. Type 125 there. Press right arrow key on the keyboard to move the cursor out of the code. Translate it in braille. There are two grade 1 symbol indicators. One is in front of open radical and the other is in front of superscript. Delete these grade 1 symbol indicator. Insert grade 1 word indicator dots 5656 in front of open radical indicator. Shortcut to do index root is Alt plus L plus M plus I. Let's recap the steps. Install Swift. Install BANA 2017 template. Use BANA template for formatting the text. Use math word markup to insert math equations and expressions. Save the Word file as a doc or docx file. Translate in Duxbury and proofread the Braille file. In Duxbury, documents should be in print coded view. To view codes, press Alt and F3 and go to View or the toolbar and select Codes. In Duxbury, use math codes from the Layout menu of the toolbar to insert math equations and expressions. To enter a math symbol such as division sign, multiplication sign, press F5 on your keyboard
or go to Layout on the toolbar and select Code List. From the code list, select the symbol you want. Another way of adding math symbol is by entering Unicode number. To enter Unicode, press Ctrl and left square bracket on your keyboard. Type the Unicode number for the symbol in the window. Enter 2212 for minus, 00D7 for multiplication sign. Unicode numbers can be found on the code list. Proofread the Braille file. This brings end to my webinar.